That's all
So,
in public area.
the airport is private property. It is not public property.
Oh, I'm being detained?
Yes.
For what crime? This is public property. I did my research, man.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
All right. Well,
And I'm just filming the airport. I'm not from
you
around here.
continue-
Okay, but no, he's not. If he's educated,
Without one of those three activities, you will be arrested.
but can you just show me where this is public? I mean, private.
Hey folks, welcome back to our channel where we talk about important issues in our daily lives. Today we have a story that makes us think about our rights, what the police should do, and how these things happen in the places we go every day. Imagine you're on a public sidewalk, thinking you have the right to be there. Suddenly you're in a tense situation with the police, and they say you're trespassing. This isn't just any argument. It's a clear example of how we need to balance our personal freedoms with keeping our society in order. Join us as we talk about an incident that makes us question authority, understand our rights, and see how recording things in public can help make things clear and responsible. Let's explore this interesting situation and think about what it means for our community and beyond.
I know he doesn't know it because he doesn't know it. You have a Merry Christmas, bro. There you go. Say hi, Mom. Come on. He doesn't know it, bro. There's 5 elements. I always tell him, give me at least 2, yo. Like, easy. This is what we got right here. All these people. We got government employees. All that. How you doing, sir?
Yeah.
How you ladies doing today?
I do not take my picture, please.
What do you mean?
I'm not supposed to be recording in the airport.
I just came to say hi.
Oh.
No?
Not recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. I'm a tourist. I'm not from here. I want to record everything. Is that illegal? What's your name? I just want to know. You look very nice.
Thank you.
What's your name? For YouTube. This is YouTube.
Please.
But why? But you look good. But you work for the government?
Yes, I do.
Okay then. So you got no expectation of privacy. I'm trying to be a nice guy. I'm doing this legal. I'm a tourist. I've never been here. And I want to film my government employees.
Sir, hi.
What? Hey, don't be scared of a camera. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm trying to be as polite as I possibly can. No, you want to be afraid? Are you afraid of the cameras? No? You're afraid too? Don't be. What's your name, sir? No? No, you want to be another one.
Okay, but did he ask my permission?
I don't need your permission. You're in public.
Okay, look. I'm going to explain something to you. When you work for the government, number 1, you got no expectation of privacy. We, the people, our tax dollars, pay you guys' paycheck, number 2. Number 3, when you're in public, you got no expectation of privacy. What we're doing is protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution. I know it might sound wicked to you, but it's not wicked to you.
It's just weird.
It's weird because you're not educated on it. I'm trying to open doors for you.
It's weird that you're recording somebody for no reason.
No, but it's not for no reason. I'm filming in public what you guys are up to, the screens, the people in a public area. Whatever my eyes can see, I'm allowed to film. I don't mean to be rude, and we don't want to be rude, but we're telling you why we're doing it.
I mean, I don't care.
What are you hiding? Are you hiding something?
I don't have to hide anything.
So then what are you scared of the camera?
I'm not afraid of the camera. It's just weird. You're
Weird,
recording
yeah, I understand because once again, I'm trying to open doors for you in your brain so you can be educated on why we do this.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care why you're recording.
All right. You don't care. But I'm explaining to you why you think it's weird though. That's all I'm doing.
That's not why I think it's weird. I think it's weird because you have no reason to.
We have our reasons. We get paid for this, for filming in public. And we don't want to get more, I don't want to get more into details in that situation.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right.
What's going on, guys?
Filming in public.
No, you cannot do that.
Well, what do you mean? What makes you think that I can't film in public and my public employees? What makes you think that?
The what?
What makes you think that I can't film in a public area? My public employees in public and everything I can see in public.
Well, you can film somebody. I mean, the area, but not the person.
But what makes you think that? Answer my question.
So you can just randomly go around harassing random.
We're not harassing.
You are.
But what's not harassing? But something we're allowed to do? You're telling me your feet. I already told you.
Okay, but can you
I'm
get
out of
paid to
town.
just harass people?
And I'm not trying to harass
But
you.
you are.
But I'm not. That's what you
Because am I
think.
doing anything to you?
No,
So then
you're
why
not. Because I'm trying to just explain to you the reason why we're doing this, but you don't want to.
Why can't you go and record somebody else?
There's nothing wrong. I'm just recording in a public area. I'm out of town. I want to film the
And then
screens,
this
the
guy over here is
people.
like, oh, like, rude.
I don't know this guy. I'm just out of town. I'm recording in the airport.
I don't answer questions.
And that's it. I don't even know who this guy is.
Why don't I have to answer your questions?
I just came over here to record the screens, and they had a little meltdown. I don't know. I'm not trying to do no. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Cool, bro. I don't want no issues. I don't want the popos and the cops to be called because I don't want to get in trouble for doing a protected activity.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Are you in private?
Don't be scared. But I don't understand. I don't need permission, man. And I don't even want to film you, yo. I don't want to film you, yo. I don't want to. Yeah, get back to work, yo. I'm just like, I just came to film the screen, and you guys are like, I'm trying to.
That's rude.
I'm trying to educate the girl in a nice way, but they don't want. I don't understand that. And auntie over there, it's terrified of cell phone cameras. Yo, I'm sorry, but I just don't. I'm allowed to do this. What is this restricted, bro? You're watching Joey Surreal Camera with our SJD News here in Arizona Airport. I never been here, so I just wanna. I'm walking out of the airport. I came to visit, and this guy's getting educated. Let's go film that. Tell him what's up. Let's get names and badge numbers. I want to watch him look good. This guy's in this little freaky. What's up, homie? You straight?
Yeah.
Good, bro. How's your day going, bro?
Pretty good.
Good. I'm good, man. Just filming in the airport. I just got here. I'm out of town. That's it. No problem, bro. Not trying to.
Hey guys, what's your official business here?
What's my business here?
What's your business here?
I don't have to answer that question, but I'm gonna answer it.
Okay.
Doing what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
That's all.
So,
In public area.
The airport is private property. It is not public property. This is private property.
How long you
So
been
if you guys do not have official business, picking up passengers, dropping off passengers, or getting on an airplane, you guys have to leave. You guys cannot be here to do this activity. So if you guys do not have official business, one of those three things, you guys need to leave.
How long you been a popo?
So
How long you been a cop, man?
if you guys don't have one of those three things and you do not leave, you will be trespassing, and I will be forced to
How would
go
you?
forward with the trespassing.
Can I speak real quick? How can you trespass?
You're
us
on
from a
private property.
This is public.
This is private property.
Show me the statute
You've been
code.
advised that
Show
this
me
is
the
private
statute code.
property.
Where's your supervisor?
What is?
man?
There's no statute for it.
There's a
This is private
statute.
property.
No, it's not. This is public. This is a public airport.
Okay.
This is public
Okay.
property, sir. What I'm doing is
You've been
protected
advised.
by the.
This is your
no,
first advisement
but-
that you're on
Hold on.
private property and you're trespassing.
Hold on.
This
How
is your
am I-
first
how am I
advisement.
trespassing?
The supervisor's going to come. This
Okay.
will be your second
What's your
advisement.
badge number
And if
again?
you refuse to leave,
I'm not refusing.
you will be arrested.
I'm not refusing. I'm
You
not
are refusing.
No,
I've
I'm
already
not.
advised you.
This is a protected activity.
653.
This is a protected
Can I get a
activity.
supervisor down to level 1?
We're just filming in a public area. That's all we're doing. Filming in a
You will
public.
be arrested
This is
if you do
a
not
protected
leave.
activity by the First Amendment. This is free
This
press.
is private property.
You can't turn.
You are not on public property
This
right
is
now.
okay. Show me where this is private. How is this private? This is a public. This is public. This is an airport. I just got here. I'm filming.
Okay, it's privately owned.
No, it's not.
Private property. You do not have the right to be here.
I don't.
And you've
By
gone and
filming,
you've harassed.
That's
These
a
are
protected
private
activity.
property employees.
protected-
These are private employees. These are not public employees.
They're
and now
not?
you've harassed
Okay,
them.
show me where
So
there's
now
private. I'm not harassing
You're
them.
also yes, you did.
They came to
They
my
came
camera.
to us now. I've been advised that you've been harassing them. So now
Listen, where's
you're
your
going on
supervisor?
disorderly conduct.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. So that will be 2 charges for the both of you. So you can just leave, or
So I'm getting it arrested. Where's your supervisor?
can be. He's on the way.
Can I speak to him without getting arrested? Without trying to get
I've
arrested for
already
something
asked
that's
you
protected.
if you don't have one of those 3 activities here,
But this
I've
is
already let you know.
This is public.
Okay, I'm
this
done
is
talking to you. So
You don't want to
can either-
speak?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
No.
So you're on private
Okay, so
property.
can I wait for? No, it's not trust. You got to give me a warning. Number one, and I got to commit a
You've
crime.
already been given a
And-
warning,
Okay, but I
okay?
got to commit a crime. You can't turn a protected activity into a crime. You can't.
It's not a protected activity.
This is
You are
a
trespassing.
First Amendment. This is
And
it.
now I also have disorderly conduct.
Okay, I'll speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
Can
go
I
ahead.
wait over there?
You may wait in the court.
All right,
for the
all right.
supervisor
And I can wait without
until
getting
he
arrested?
comes.
All right, all right. I'll wait for him right here.
But he's going to tell you the same thing.
Okay, but
If
no,
you
he's
guys go
not.
back
If he's
into the court
educated-
without one of those 3 activities, you will be arrested.
But can you just show me where this is public? I
I'm
mean,
not
private.
going to show you. I've already advised you verbally.
But your
That's all I'm
advisement is
required
not.
to
You
do.
can't trump the Constitution for this. I'm just filming in a public area.
You've already been advised.
That's all. What's wrong with that? I'll wait for your sergeant. Is the sergeant coming? Is the sergeant coming?
Yeah.
All right.
It is a sergeant.
We're not doing nothing wrong. Look, you can't turn in their
Do
feelings.
not interfere with anybody else.
I'm not. I'm not.
Were they harassing you?
No. How?
Your information?
How was I? How you doing, sir?
Hi, let me talk to you over here.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. No problem.
going on?
No, I'm in a public area. I just came to visit.
Okay.
And I'm filming in a public area. It's a protected activity by the First Amendment. It's free press.
Okay.
And they wanted to know why I was filming them, and I wasn't filming them, even if I can. And they said I was harassing them, and he's threatening me to kick me off public property. This is a First Amendment protected activity. I'm filming the airport. I've never been here.
Okay.
That's all.
Is there a problem with it?
No, I don't have no problem. But she's saying I'm harassing her, and your officer there.
Okay, I don't know anything about it. I was talking.
Yeah. Is this private property? Is this private property or public? Public. Can you tell he says this is private and he's kicking me out of private? This is public. Your officer.
This officer right here.
He's telling me this is private. This is not
You're going to
private.
be arrested if we don't leave.
He's threatening me with arrest, sir. Can I get your badge number and your name? You're looking good so far.
Blanc 8349.
Thank you, bro. Can you educate him on this, man?
I'll let you talk to a sergeant. How's that?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I got nothing else to say.
Disorderly conduct. I need you guys to provide identification now.
I know I don't have
a
ID,
lawful
sir.
reason
Did I
to
commit
get
a
that.
crime?
Yes.
How-
I was
what
just
crime?
told that you were
That-
preventing her from doing
No,
her
I was
job.
not. Can you explain that to him?
So now I need to get some ID. from you
Listen,
guys.
the ID, I haven't committed a crime.
Right, you guys need to stay here. You guys may
Thank you,
not
sir.
leave now.
Thank you.
may
Oh,
not-
I'm being detained?
Yes.
For what crime?
For disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct?
You
How
may-
is that?
You may not leave this area
So
until
I'm being
the supervisor
detained.
comes.
I'm being
You are
detained for
detained right
filming?
now.
I wasn't harassing her.
No, you're not being detained for filming, for harassing her.
I wasn't harassing,
Okay?
it's on film.
So you need to stay here until
Okay,
the
fine, I'll
supervisor
stay. I'm
comes.
being detained.
Okay.
What time is it? What
You as
time
well,
is it?
sir.
What time is it?
6:04.
6:04?
Stay here.
The detainment time is by law here. You know that, right?
Stay here.
You're unlawfully detaining me. We're being detained over here with SJD News for filming in public. Look, because their feelings.
This whole airport situation shows how blurry the line can get between knowing your rights and knowing when to walk away. A lot of people think, hey, it's a public place, I can film whatever I want. And in many spots, that's true. Sidewalks, parks, government buildings, and those are public spaces where your First Amendment rights generally protect you. But an airport, even though it feels public, can be a different story. Most major airports are actually run by private or semi-private authorities, and that means they can set their own rules, especially when it comes to filming. When police step in and say, you're trespassing, leave or be arrested, it's not always about right and wrong. It's about control, safety, and the rules of the property. Here's the real takeaway. If you're ever filming in a place like an airport or inside a public building, and a cop tells you to stop or leave, don't argue on the spot. Ask calmly, am I being detained? And have I broken a law? If they say yes, then you can politely ask, what crime have I committed? But don't resist or get loud, that'll only make things worse. You can fight it later with a lawyer if your rights were truly violated. I had a buddy who was filming in a DMV once, legally from the hallway, and got escorted out because the staff felt uncomfortable. He didn't push back. Instead, he got it all on video, filed a complaint, and ended up getting an apology and policy clarification from the state. Bottom line, know your rights, but also know when to let it go in the moment. Getting arrested over filming usually isn't worth it, especially when the smarter move is to document everything peacefully and challenge it after. That's how you turn your rights into real change, folks.
And you think that is reasonable?
That is reasonable in this case, yes, sir.
So you think that I'm on drugs. So instead of giving me a test, like the DUI test, you're gonna search for something in my car. So if you think the problem is me, why is my car being searched, please?
Okay, so you're not making a phone call, you're just calling. Okay, that's fine. The reason why...
No, I actually was gonna make a phone call, but then when you've just decided like to do that and search me like that?
Because
I just want to know.
Yeah, I didn't
just want to
search
know.
I didn't search you. I patted you down for weapons because you put your hands in your pockets without me telling you to.
So but I got pulled over for a simple infraction of not moving over into the lane while going really fast, and now you pulled me over and you're claiming that I'm on cocaine.
Nope.
So you're searching my car because you think that I'm on cocaine.
Not true at all.
So then why are you searching my car?
No.
Is anyone searching your car right now?
No, why are you calling a K9 unit to search my car?
I'll explain.
No, he didn't. I'm explaining it again. Explain it to the camera.
Absolutely. Because I observed, you know, your pupils constricted.
Okay, so then why don't you give me a simple DUI
Do you want
test?
to explain it, or you want to keep cutting them off?
No,
No, I'll explain it.
Can I have your name and badge number, both of you, please?
Trauma Chris Road, badge 204. Trauma Kevin Miranda, badge 197.
Okay.
I'll explain it again. Totally fine. So I observed, you know, you told me you were arrested for drugs a year and a half ago.
That has nothing to do with anything. The charges dropped. That should not be any part of your saying. That's unbelievable.
I'm still. You're asking questions.
Yeah, but that's already irrelevant. So.
It not to this case.
Yes, it is. But
your pupils are constricted, eyes are glassy, and there was white substance in your nose.
So you're accusing me of being on cocaine then?
Nope.
So then
never
you give
said
me.
that.
So then why don't you give me a
said
DUI test? So then if you're saying there's white stuff on my nose.
Yes.
So what else would that possibly mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
See, like you're accusing me of being on cocaine. That's what that is.
Because that word never came out of my mouth.
Okay, well that's good. So you're literally just saying white stuff as not being really saying it. So you're just like skewing the words to. So honestly, I want to know why you have the right to search my car. I would like to know why.
No, I don't have a right to search your car. I have suspicion. So I asked for consent. I explained to you your rights. You denied consent. So I have other means conducting an exterior search, which is getting a canine officer down here to conduct an exterior search. He'll explain further.
Because what possibly right do you have to suspect that there's something in my car?
I already told you.
You told me that because I got arrested and the charge got dropped, you know nothing about the case for marijuana close to 2 years ago. And because you say my pupils are big.
Nope.
You might restricted. Was that small? Small?
Yes, sir.
My pupils are smaller.
Yes, sir.
And I have crust, like booger crust on my nose. So that's reason for you to get dogs and sniff around my car and try to find the nothing that's in there. That's the reasoning.
That's why I'm calling a canine.
And you think that is reasonable?
That is reasonable in this case, yes, sir.
So you think that I'm on drugs. So instead of giving me a test, like the DUI test, you're gonna search for something in my car. So if you think the problem is me being on something, why is that not your method of giving me like a DUI test? Why is your method to search my car?
I'm just getting a canine.
No, answer that. You think I'm on drugs, right? That's what you're saying.
You don't have to explain.
No, I don't. You don't have to. You're right. But is that not a valid question? If you think I'm on drugs, the problem would be me. Why would you not give me a simple DUI test as opposed to getting a dog and searching my car if your only problem that you have noted is that I am on drugs?
When the canine officer gets here, we'll go further.
No, why not now? Because you can't answer that because you know that's complete nonsense. You know that doesn't make sense. You think I'm on drugs, but you're not giving me a DUI test. You're giving a dog to search around my car. My car's not. You don't think my car's on drugs? You don't smell anything in my car. You don't see anything in my car. There's nothing in my car. You literally think I'm on drugs and you're not giving me a DUI test. That's not doing your job correctly, correct? You think I'm on drugs, but you won't give me a DUI test. You're just getting a dog to sniff around my car. Right? Does that make any sense?
Listen, I'm the back of officer.
So you don't know the law then? You don't know the law?
I don't know what he told you or what happened, what's going on, why he stopped you.
You seem to be very aggressive before. Now you're like kind of mellowing out. Like, yeah, I see his point. That doesn't make any sense. You think I'm on drugs, but you won't give me a DUI test. You're just gonna search my car for no reason. King on drugs, do your thing. I did this before. They thought I was on cocaine. Do the little eye test. I'm not on drugs. If that's what you need to do, do that. The fact I have to sit here and wait for all this is just insane. I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Just gonna explain one thing and then I'll be out of your hair.
Okay.
Did you ask for consent?
I did.
Okay. So it's your right. You could deny consent. That's fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my dog around the outside of your car.
Okay. Can I ask you a question before?
Sure.
If I got pulled over and his only concern is that he thinks that my pupils are smaller, and I might be on drugs, why would I not get a DUI test?
That's a question for him.
I asked him and he hasn't answered me. He said I would wait K9 unit to get here to answer that question. So I'm going to ask him now. Why would I not get a DUI test? Why would you search my car?
Can I explain?
No, because this is a very serious question. This makes no sense whatsoever.
And that'll get addressed after what I do.
Okay.
Gets addressed,
One thing at a time.
So I'm gonna run my dog around the outside of your car.
No, but that's not before you do that. I don't care. You could do that. Do that.
Do my thing and then I'll.
Okay. Yes, but I want to know why that's the process right now.
He'll explain it to
you
at the end.
It's not being. It needs to be explained before the thing happens to me. That's fine. But what I am able to do is sit here and ask you a simple question that none of you are able to comply with even a little bit of logic. You think that I'm on drugs. That is your only concern, is that you think I'm on drugs. Why would you not just give me a DUI test, the test that you guys have, to test if somebody's on drugs, rather...
We can do that after.
No.
Let's do that right now.
Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't that be your go-to thing? That's my problem. But that doesn't make sense. I don't care.
This is going to happen first.
That's great, but you're okay. So please, but you are. Please, that makes no sense. You know, it makes no sense. Please, go for it.
Have I mistreated you at all?
No, you haven't. I'm not.
I'm just trying to explain everything to you.
I never said you mistreated me.
All right, so I'm going to run my dog around the outside of your car. All right, you're going to be present for the whole entire thing. You're not going to hear me ask her to do anything other than her first command: find the odor of drugs. If she detects any odor of illegal narcotic coming out of that car, she scratches. That's how she indicates. If she doesn't scratch, then you have nothing to worry about. Okay?
I mean, okay.
So I'm just letting you know how things work. Now, if she hops into your window on her own, that's not going to be me doing it. That's going to be all on her own. So it has nothing to do. All right. To your knowledge, have you ever been arrested for drugs?
We went over this. I
haven't been here for that, so that's why I'm asking.
Yes, and then he's also, by the way, he's using that as a reason to do this, that I got arrested for marijuana close to 2 years ago and the charge got dropped, and he's using that as reasoning on this stop to search,
that's
what we do, sir. No, that's not legal, but okay.
Well, if someone broke into a house and you have a history of breaking into someone's house and you're around it, what do you think?
But the charge got dropped.
Okay, but we wouldn't.
Yes, I explained that to him.
Okay. But well, you're going to be present for it. The only thing I ask for is if you could just stay.
What happened here is a perfect example of why knowing your rights really matters, especially when you're dealing with people in power who don't fully understand or respect the law. The citizen in this video wasn't causing any trouble. He was standing on public property, recording what he could see, which is completely legal under the First Amendment. You don't need permission to film in public, and you definitely don't need to hand over your ID unless there's a valid reason to believe you're committing a crime. But instead of recognizing that, the officer started throwing around words like critical infrastructure and tried to make it sound like filming was somehow illegal. That's just not true. If something is visible from a public place, you have every right to record it. The responsibility for privacy falls on the property owner, not the person holding the camera. The most concerning part is that the officers didn't take the time to investigate or understand what was really going on. They sided with whoever made the complaint, even though there was no law being broken. And when the citizen calmly pushed back and refused to give up his rights, they backed off without admitting they were wrong, just quietly walked away. That's what people call the walk of shame. It happens a lot more than you'd think. The truth is, if more people knew their rights and stayed calm in these situations, fewer people would get bullied or tricked into giving them up. So here's the real takeaway. You don't have to be aggressive, and you don't have to be a lawyer. You just have to know the basics. If you're in public and not doing anything wrong, stand your ground. Record if you want. Say no if there's no legal reason to say yes. And most importantly, don't let anyone, no matter what uniform they're wearing, convince you that your rights don't apply, because they absolutely do.
Like a man should.
We're just here outside
exactly,
sweating.
bro.
It's
exactly.
Hot. I'm hot either way, inside or outside.
What are you looking at, man? Do your fucking job. Man, he don't fucking give up, man. Don't talk to me, man. Do your job. good, man.
You good?
Yeah. How about you?
Hot, man.
Y'all being safe?
Yeah, my AC don't work in the car. It's actually cooler outside than
Come
it is
on,
in
bro.
the
We're
car.
paying for that AC.
You're telling me, man. It's rough. You see all the sweat? I'm just sitting in the car. It's hot.
Here to give you guys a hard time, man.
Oh, dude, you're good, man. I understand.
You know who I am?
No.
You watch YouTube?
I watch like music videos and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you know what guys like me do, right? We record you guys. Just make sure you guys aren't violating people's rights and shit, you know?
Do you have like a channel or something?
Yeah.
What's the channel called?
I'll give you a card.
Okay.
I'll reach in my pocket.
I heard you say something about violating people's rights. You're making him very uncomfortable.
Don't talk to me, man.
I'm just letting you know.
I don't care. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Go do your job, man.
I am doing my job.
I'm not your job. He's your job.
I understand
Go do
that,
your.
but you're making
I don't
him
care.
feel
Stop
uncomfortable.
talking to me. He's in public and so are you. So shut the fuck up and go do your job. Why can't he be like you, man? You know what I'm saying? You're setting an example for this fucking guy. Is he your boss? Is he over you? You're over him? Y'all are equal?
We're all equal.
You know, why do you have to approach me like that, man? You approach me like a man, like a gentleman, right?
I don't know the situation that it stops. So like, right. So
Okay, it doesn't matter,
So he
bro.
goes-
You see me standing here, I'm not bothering nobody,
Yeah.
and he gets out and...
Is that your car?
I don't answer questions, man.
Okay,
Listen,
that's fine.
me and you are having a casual, consensual conversation, right?
Absolutely.
Why does he have to get out and come over here and bully me and push his badge around? I'm not scared of you and I'm not scared of him, and I'm not saying,
fair.
you know, but I'm saying guys like him is what gives you guys a bad name. It's what puts you in danger. You know, guys like him is what causes good officers like you to get hurt or killed, man.
So I just listened, right? Now can I explain from possibly his side, right? I just got here. You saw me pull up right now.
And you saw me standing right here on my car.
Yeah.
So I wasn't interfering.
Ain't nothing wrong.
I wasn't interfering.
Ain't nothing wrong, baby.
But he gets out
Yeah.
and tries to fucking, you know, push his badge around. That's not gonna happen with me, bro. You know, you approach me like a man should.
Just here outside
Exactly,
sweating.
bro.
It's
Exactly.
hot. I'm hot either way, inside or outside.
What are you looking at, man? Do your fucking job. Man, he don't fucking give up, man.
Well, hold on, right? Let's look at it from another point.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm listening to you, right?
Right.
So let's look at the other point, right? Were you in this? Okay, you're not going to answer questions. I understand. Were you? That's the question.
I mean, I might answer some. I'll choose which ones I want to answer.
Were you in this car? This truck right here that's pulled over right now?
No.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So this other guy that was in this truck, you don't know who you are either. You know what I mean? To you, he sees a body camera, right? That's what that is, and he sees a pistol. He could think you're a cop too. And so if it's making him uncomfortable, I mean, I'm just spitballing.
Hey,
I don't know.
Look, man.
I wasn't here. There's two sides to every coin.
No one has expectation of privacy in public, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Right?
willing to.
I mean, if this was your house and you had your blinds up,
Thank God it's not, because I lost my keys in the trash can here. I had to go dumpster diving.
but if this was your house and you had your blinds up and I'm standing out on the sidewalk and I got my camera rolling point, because you can't trespass my eyes,
Sure.
right? And I got my camera zoomed into your living room or your bedroom, whose fault is that? It's yours, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't. I mean, I'm in public. You can't trespass my eyes. So he's in public. He's in public. You're in public. Everybody out here is in public. I can film whatever my eyes can see, man. Like I said, when you walked up, I said I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time.
Give me a hard time.
And you know what? I wasn't trying to give him a hard time.
I'm not having any issues.
I wasn't trying to give him a hard time. But guess what? He gets out and starts to bully me. Well, guess what? He kicked rocks and went back to his fucking car.
I'm doing the job.
I'm not his job.
You got a scat pack? How nice is that? I'm jealous. I want one. Bet the AC works. My AC doesn't work. I think someone may need some brakes.
Merchant, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, how long you been with DPS?
5 years. Good time. Haven't worked a day in my life, man. I'll tell you that. Have not worked a day in my life. It's a
I mean,
good
like I
job.
said, man, I wasn't out here to give you guys a hard time, but the way he approached me, I mean, he should have approached me like you did, man.
Yeah.
We're sitting there having a nice, chill conversation.
The sweaty conversation.
Yeah.
That's hot. Don't forget.
So I mean, I'm not being detained. I'm not, you know, in handcuffs. I'm not even, you know, in interest to this. I'm just a third eye watching what's going on, man.
And you know, I'm not disagreeing. We do need people third eye, right? I'm gonna check out the jail. I don't
because
disagree.
your guys' body counts ain't always easy to get.
No?
No, I mean not just yours. I mean local police, you know, sheriff's department.
I don't know. I don't deal with it.
Even with a public records request, you know, they redact everything, and you got to jump through hoops to get them. And when we get them, we get half of what we're supposed to get.
I've never put in for one.
This right here, this gives me everything I want.
Yeah.
you know,
And in 4K,
this. I mean, and it's a third eye, and I'm not here. Like I said, man, I'm not here to give you guys.
You've been doing it
8 years.
Okay. Well, I was afraid
8
you didn't want to.
Well, I mean, I'll answer what I, you know, but 8 years, man. I don't have a criminal record. I've been arrested, but I've never been convicted of a crime in my life, man.
Good.
I'm a veteran, disabled veteran, Army.
Army?
I'm a disabled veteran, so I mean, I'm out here.
What'd you get on that medic? I just left the airborne unit. That was fun. Good times. Now my knees kind of hurt. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm
You know how
almost
it goes.
60 years old, man. 6 months, I'll be 60.
Third birthday.
But like I said, man, we appreciate good cops, man. Need you guys out here, but we don't need the bad cops putting you guys in danger, man. Putting the good cops in danger. We all know in every field there's bad apples, man.
Oh yeah.
But
You were in the military, you know.
I know.
You know.
So,
you know just as well as I do.
So I just, you know, I got tired of seeing people's rights being violated, and I just decided to pick up a camera and start doing this, you know. And there's been times where I've caught a lot of stuff, man, and it's like, you guys got qualified immunity, man, you know. So it's hard to get a police officer fired or even dragged into court, you know. So this right here,
You should check out Senate Bill. I want to say Senate Bill 111 just come out. You know which one I'm talking about?
I believe so. For Texas, right?
Yeah, for Texas. Just came out last year, like September 1 it was effective, 2021. Yeah, a year ago.
Which one is that? What does it have to do with?
So, anytime you make an arrest, right? It's up to the prosecutor, right? They want everything, right? Michael Morton, I was at Georgetown a few years back. They get everything you got, okay? So now, with that new Senate bill, what it encompasses is your HR file. Like, if you ever been in trouble for anything like brutality or discrimination.
You're talking about for the officer.
For the officer,
right.
All that gets submitted with your case to the county.
It's like the Brady list.
Yeah, kind of like that. A little different though, because it's just your HR file, right? And so that's obviously in discovery for defense attorneys.
Right.
So let's say like you got someone that's been on the road for I know a trooper that's been around for 40 years. All right, came out in 1980. Right. Imagine how different policing was in 1980 versus how it is in 2022. Right. Because we reform. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing since policing began. But anyhow, so let's say you had you got in trouble back in, let's call, I don't know, 1995. Throw out a number. And you got in trouble for profiling or something like that. That's going to be in that record. So every time you arrest someone, you submit all your evidence, and that personnel file goes with it. They see that.
Yeah, but the DA, I'm gonna tell you, that might be y'all's department policy.
No, state.
Okay, that may be a case, but the agencies, or whatever, they sometimes don't hand that over. And when they do, the prosecutor doesn't hand it over to the defense.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that, right? Michael Morton.
Exactly.
Can't do that.
Exactly. So it's not, you know, it's hard to get records, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to get.
What do you mean, man? I'm dying. Todd.
I can't believe you don't have AC, man.
It works if you're driving it. It like it kicks up, but it takes like 3 miles for.
You don't have an animal with you?
No. I'm waiting on the new one.
K9. Mm-hmm. I'm saying you can't have that AC without an animal.
I know. This is a spare car I'm using anyway.
Okay.
I don't have a dog right now, so. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, if I had a dog, I wouldn't be driving that car.
No, you can't.
No.
We had a Bear County sheriff, real good guy, man. I know him. He was a K9. His dog passed away inside the car. You know, he got in a lot of trouble for it. He lost his job, but he ended up getting a job back through arbitration. But
I knew a few of the Bear County guys. What's his name? Do you remember?
Black guy. I don't remember his name.
No. The other guy, he lost his dog unfortunately someone shot his dog.
Yeah, see, that's different. That's different, you know.
It was a real rough night. That's actually what got me into K9. I was like, I mean, it was a bad situation, but just watching the dog work.
Were you on that call down there on the highway a little while ago? There was like four of these guys out down there on a pickup truck. They let him go.
No, I was over there.
Okay. Yeah, I got out to film, but you guys were taking off. So.
I don't know if I was the last one to take off or anything, but yeah.
There was only one left there. By the time I got across the bridge.
Maybe it wasn't me. There's certain weekends that everyone, no matter what you do, you go and you work the road. Operation Holiday, right? Major travel weekends, Labor Day.
Yeah, I saw a news article on that. You guys are going to be out pushing from trying to find, DUIs and, traffic violations. I mean, I saw that you guys are going to be heavy-handed this weekend.
Seatbelts,
Yep.
big one.
Yeah.
Real big one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't understand, man. I thought that jingle sticks in everyone's hands, click for their ticket.
Yeah.
But I guess it don't. And they used to have on the gas pump, you used to have the sign, wear your seatbelt.
Yeah, they did.
But I haven't seen that in a long time either.
I guess it depends on which gas station it is.
I've seen a billboard recently in Austin. That's in Austin, I guess.
What is it? What town is this?
We are in...
This is not Georgetown, is it? It's not Belton.
Oh, we're in Gerald.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in Gerald.
Where are you out of?
I got 10 counties. I'm all over.
10 counties?
I got a long area.
Yeah.
It takes me about 3 hours to go from one end to the other.
All right, man. Hey, you know I'm out here, right?
When you're out in public, especially around police, knowing your rights can completely change how a situation plays out. In Jarrell, Texas, a citizen decided to record officers during a traffic stop, something that's 100% legal under the First Amendment. He wasn't interfering, threatening, or doing anything illegal, just standing there, quietly filming. But one of the officers clearly didn't like being watched and stepped out of the patrol car just to confront him. The officer became aggressive, started asking questions the citizen didn't have to answer, and created tension out of thin air. Now here's the thing most people miss. Just because a cop tells you to stop filming or give your ID doesn't always mean you legally have to. If you're not being detained or suspected of a crime, you can politely decline. That's exactly what this guy did. And while one officer was trying to throw his badge around, another officer took a completely different approach. He stayed calm, respectful, and even listened. They had a real conversation. That's when things settled down. This moment right here is important. Being informed, staying calm, and standing your ground without escalating is powerful. You don't have to be loud to be firm. This guy didn't scream or argue. He used his knowledge and a camera to protect himself, and it worked. It's not about being anti-police, it's about holding everyone, especially people with power, accountable. That's something every citizen can do. You don't need to be a lawyer to know your rights. Just start with the basics, like your right to record in public, your right to remain silent, and your right to ask, "Am I being detained?" Simple stuff that can keep a peaceful interaction from turning into something more serious. The more people understand this, the harder it becomes for anyone to be bullied or mistreated just for exercising their rights.
Sir, I need to have you back up.
No, I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay, you can just stand. That's good.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy doing traffic stop. You're right. It's officer
Look
safety.
at this guy.
Yeah.
Officer safety. What law is that?
Huh? It's
What
not
law is
law.
that?
I'm just walking on the side. Sir, you can videotape all you want. You just step back, okay? No, 1 moment to see. Your driver's license ID. Sir, again, you can video all you need to. You don't need to tell me to be quiet. Sir, I need you to step right.
Hola, señora. Yo hablo español también. Cálmense. Cálmense. ¿Qué está pasando?
No sé qué está pasando, no sé. Yo trabajo aquí, pero no sé qué paré, no sé por qué me paró.
¿Por qué está llorando?
Porque me gritó, porque no sé qué, iba a llamar para que me traducieran, pero me gritó. Yo no sé por qué me gritó.
Estoy aquí para traducir, para ayudar, ¿ok? Necesito su licencia de manejar, también su aseguranza para el vehículo.
Ok, ¿qué te voy a decir? Yo acabo de sacar el carro. Las aspirinas las están haciendo hoy. Y venía para mi trabajo porque yo tengo que ir a las 9 de la mañana.
Bueno, necesito su registro para el vehículo y aseguranza para el vehículo si tiene. ¿A dónde va? She wants to get.
Okay, sir, I need to have you back up.
No, I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay, you can just stand. That's good.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy doing traffic stop. You're right. It's officer
Look
safety.
at this guy.
Yeah.
Officer safety. What law is that?
Huh? It's
What
not
law
law.
is that?
I'm just walking on the sidewalk.
Go deal with your traffic stop.
I
Get
have
away
a
from me.
partner. I can't speak Spanish and I haven't translated.
Who are you? What's your name? What's your name?
We're good to go here.
Look at this clown.
You're right. The clown with the video.
Such an idiot, dude.
Yeah.
I saw the way you were treating her too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You don't even know what's going on here, sir. So,
Check out this guy.
he a Taylorsville officer?
I asked him that.
I'm trying to, but he doesn't answer.
Well, I was trying to talk to him, sir. You didn't want to
Hey, I don't think your chief's gonna like you acting this way. I know your chief really good.
Yeah, what's his name then?
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, so you don't know his name.
Sir.
Go ahead.
There's another lead officer.
Just the three.
License.
Insurance and speed. Okay.
I'm a Taylorsville officer. Can I get your name?
That's as far as it's going today.
I'm not talking to you.
That's okay.
No. Can I get your name?
He just told you no.
No?
I don't have a reason to give it to you. Thank you, though.
I asked you for your name. You're supposed to identify yourself when the public asks.
I'm a Taylorsville police officer.
I can read that.
He's TY161. TY161.
That's my badge number right there.
Can I get your name?
That's as far as it's going, sir. So,
Right there.
Can I get your
like I
name?
say, we're conducting
No.
an official investigation. You can interfere at this point. I've asked you to step back.
You're the one interfering with me. I was way back.
How am
You're
I
the one
interfering
in
with
front
you?
of my face.
Okay, sir. I appreciate that you've got to know and you understand the law, and I appreciate
Obviously,
that.
you don't appreciate it. You don't appreciate the First Amendment whatsoever.
Okay. Why don't you go read the First Amendment? If I restrict
Why
you
don't
or
you
hold
read
you...
it? Why don't you read
Exactly.
it?
Go with it.
I just can't believe Taylorsville's like this.
Hey, Hood, you want to open your door? He wants to videotape your screen. That's it, Hood. Sorry about that. They can't, it's actually protected information there, sir.
What law is that?
It's I'm just letting you know it's protected information, so let's
What
let
law
the
is
officer
that?
know. No, I'm just letting you know that
Well,
that's protected.
I'll
More
let you
like
know that it's your job to protect that, not my job.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You want to start all over? You want to give me your name?
Oh, well, we've already started. When I first started talking to you, you didn't want to talk here, and you're actually not part of the situation. I asked you to step away. You chose not to.
I did step away. I wasn't close to you. I was way far away
Okay,
from you.
so actually...
You came up to me and you got in front of me.
Okay.
Didn't you?
That's
Didn't
right.
you?
That's okay.
Didn't you?
That's okay.
It's not okay. Are you from Taylorsville?
Right now, I'm in West Valley.
I say,
If I
do
cross
you
the
work
road
for
over there, that's
Taylorsville?
Taylorsville.
You
If I
work-
jump
you work
over
for
here,
Taylorsville?
I get over to West
See how
Valley over
snotty
here.
you are?
So,
See how snotty you are? Simple question I'm asking. Are you from Taylorsville Police?
I'll ask around.
thanks.
Yeah, but so far you've been the only professional. Can I get your name? I'm not talking to you, sir. I'm talking to him. Can I get your name and badge? I'll talk to your chief right now. I'm going to go over there and complain on you guys.
Okay.
Can I get your name?
Sir, I'm not really dealing with you. The traffic stuff.
For your name. As a member of the public, I'm asking for a name.
Okay. My badge number is right here for you.
So you're not going to give me your name?
No.
I thought you were professional. This guy's a jerk. Hey, I thought he was gonna beat her up. That's why I came out right away. I don't know. He was following her, and then I saw he was following her, so I came in here, and as soon as I pulled up, he had his hand on his gun, walking towards her. So violence toward her, but because he was yelling at her. That's why she started crying.
I was sitting inside and I told her I heard someone yelling. And I was like,
Yeah, if you guys ever see something like that, take out your phone and start recording. Okay, ¿qué fue lo que pasó? ¿Qué fue lo que pasó? ¿Qué fue lo que él hizo a usted cuando llegó a su carro, a la puerta?
comenzó a gritarme como un gríteme, me quitó el celular, me decía que no puede, es que no sé inglés. Yo le decía, voy a llamar a alguien para que me traduzca, o sea, como que no es pánico, comenzó a gríteme. Y me quitó el teléfono, me lo tiró y me decía que me sentara y que me metiera al carro. Pero me trató muy feo, me gritó muy feo. Me gritaba y yo le decía que esperara, que ya iba a llamar a alguien para que me traduciera y él me seguía gritando y me seguía gritando y me seguía gritando y me quitó el teléfono.
En algún momento él la agarró a usted de la mano.
Sí, me agarró y me tiró a la silla del carro para que me sentara.
Él la puchó a usted.
Sí, para que me sentara.
Él de donde de su pecho.
Y me quitó de la mano y me quitó el teléfono y me lo tiró.
Y lo puso arriba
puso arriba del carro y yo le decía que me lo pasara y me decía que no. El otro policía llegó, me dijo que él me había parado porque el carro no tenía placa, pero es que él tiene el permiso ahí atrás, que él no lo vio, que él no había visto el permiso y el permiso está ahí atrás.
No le dieron ni ticket ni nada.
Sí.
¿Ticket de qué?
Ahí lo tengo. Porque me dijo que venía en la Banger por a 70 cuando...
Oí que las personas que estaban en el restaurante aquí adentro hasta salieron para afuera porque
gritó muy duro.
Estaba gritando muy duro, ¿verdad? Y entonces en ningún momento él le quiso ayudar ni nada.
Me gritaba y solo me gritaba.
So the guy Mike is standing his ground, not wanting to share his personal info because he feels he hasn't done anything wrong. He brings up the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. His argument is solid. If there's no reasonable suspicion or evidence of a crime, the police shouldn't demand his ID. On the flip side, the officers are claiming they're investigating suspicious activity, like break-ins nearby. But suspicious activity isn't a crime by itself. They can't just detain someone because they're curious. The guy's right to refuse to ID himself in a situation like this depends on state laws. In many states, unless he's lawfully detained for a specific crime, he's not required to show ID. Mike's frustration is clear. He feels harassed and targeted without real cause. He even points out how interactions like this hurt trust between people and law enforcement. The cops, meanwhile, seem stuck on, just give us your info and we'll move on, which only escalates the tension. At the heart of this is the balance between protecting rights and allowing officers to do their jobs. Mike isn't wrong to stand up for himself, but staying calm and collected might help him make his point even stronger. Police, too, need to recognize that pushing too hard without legal grounds undermines their authority in the long run.